you? It's me, Todd, the Nostalgia Picker. And it's 4:15 in the morning. And today is day 10 of 75 hard. And I'm trying to get this part over here. I figured out that for my outdoor requirement, I like doing it early in the morning if possible. There's been a few days, probably 3 or 4 days where I've gone outside during the day. But I like early morning, less traffic. It's just nice and peaceful, quiet. So, yeah, I like the 4:15, 3:15, even 6. You know, as long as it's dark and there's not very many people out there, I prefer to be out there then. Hey, how you doing? Thanks for being in here. So we're going to go ahead and head out, go for 45 minutes. I should probably stretch just a bit because, I haven't been stretching before. So, and that'll give me a chance to let people pop in. I can say hey. Thanks for being here. Are you going for a walk too? See here, that pop. Man, yesterday was leg day. Leg day and biceps. Yeah, it was pretty intense, man. So today I'm kind of feeling it. I'm sure tomorrow I'll be feeling even more. But what I am feeling is back. Why is it that you feel whatever muscle you did like 2 days ahead? It's not like the next day. It's like 2 days later. You really feel it. Weird. All right, I think I'm good to go. Got my coffee here. Get the door kind of open, ready to rock. If you're new to the channel, my name's Todd. I go by the Nostalgia Picker. I live in Minnesota, and I like to sell on eBay. I don't just like to, that's how I make my living. I've been doing that full time for the last 8 years. I know it sounds crazy. Most people think it's not possible, and it's not easy, but it's possible. I just left that comment on someone's video, and we'll get into that as we walk, but, all right. It's Boogie. Yeah, it's Boogie. Oh, I should probably turn the camera around, huh? Yep, let's turn the camera around. There we go. Oh, man. Well, guess I'll check the conscious. The coffee cup I'm using doesn't have a lid. So that could be tricky. Yeah, right? Possibly. Because with my thermos, I can just kind of throw it around. I can't leave my coffee at home, man. Alright. Oh, that's nice of it. Put this down real quick. Put my thumb in the glove here. 3 minutes here. One person here. Good morning. There's the moon. Stars are still out. That's what I like about it is the stars are still out. It's nice and quiet. And I'm just walking, man. It's awesome. Alright. So I shot some video. What day was it? 2 days ago. We were having 30-mile-an-hour winds, and the real feel was like 8 below zero. And I did my 45-minute walk in it, and it was crazy. So I've got that in a can that needs to get uploaded. It's pretty weird how fast these walks go too. I mean, 45 minutes seems like a long time, and it is, I suppose. But you can make a lot of room, or a lot of ground in 45 minutes if you're walking fast. Yeah, I should have grabbed a different coffee cup. Oh crap! I'm spilling it all over my face as I walk. Whatever. There's no one out here. Doesn't matter. So, when I'm out here walking, I'm not just walking. I'm walking as fast as I can possibly walk. Well, for a while. Until I eventually slow down to tish, but I try and make it productive. Kind of like if I'm on the treadmill. You know how fast you're walking on the treadmill? I'm trying to walk that fast down the street. I don't know if that's called a woggin. Is that called woggin? I mean, when you gotta breathe heavy, you're woggin. Two people here. Hey, how's it going? If you can hear me all right, do me a favor and drop a good morning in the chat or yes. That'd be cool. I did one stream the other day and someone joined in and they walked on the treadmill. That was kind of cool. Alright. So let's get back to what I was talking about in the entryway, which was it's possible. What's possible? What is possible? Well, I gotta backtrack. How do I start my mornings? Well, I get up, and that first hour is Todd time. That's my time. I sit, I drink coffee, and I watch YouTube videos, and I see who's doing what, keep my finger on the pulse of what's going on for an hour. And then here I am, boom, we're walking. Okay, so during that time, I watched the one that I'm going to talk about is Lonnie from Garage Ships or Shed Flips. He and his wife brought up a great subject this morning about one of his subscribers had asked, how did you get into reselling? Should I just quit my job and get into it? You know, it looks like everybody's doing it. Doesn't seem too hard. Blah, blah, blah. Something like that. So he told his story of how it all went down for him. You know, he quit his job and he was over it. He was done. He jumped in head first. So then I stopped and I thought about, how did my story go? What did I do? And that's where we're at with it's possible. I've been reselling cars at a car dealership for 5 years. And in that 5 years, I went from, well, I was salesman of the year the first month out. Salesman of the month, first month out. Salesman of the year, first month out, or first year out, and crushed from there forward. Eventually became finance manager. Did that for like 6 months and said, nah, I'm good. I don't want to be this guy. So I went back to just selling cars, and then I left and I sold insurance on the road, and I was all over North Dakota and in Montana. I was gone on the road for a week or 2 weeks at a time. The Montana trips were 2 weeks at a time. That sucked. It was cool because there was money to be made, but when all was said and done, that just wasn't my thing. Was not my thing. So got out of that, went back to cars because I do that, and I always had a customer base. Did that up until April 25th is what I figured out after all said and done. I thought it was the 23rd, but I think the 23rd is when Prince died. Right? This is all relevant because I grew up listening to Prince, man. Got me through high school because he was a weirdo. I was kind of a weirdo, you know, not like Prince weirdo, but just, you know, I was not I don't know. It was the 80s, man. I had that crazy hairdo. It was a waver, you know. I don't know what else. Waver, preppy, goth, weirdo. Anywho, so Prince died, right? And I was like, oh man, you know what? Let's give him a knee grab. Coffee. Let me just let my coffee real quick. Take a breather. That's my donation. That's for my homies. Just dumped in my coffee so I can cover up the microphone with my other hand like this, so it's not so bad. Okay, so like I said, April 23rd, Prince dies. April 25th, I go into work, and this is 2016. And I pull, and at this point, remember, I'm selling the most cars at the dealership. I'm kicking butt, as far as I was concerned. But to be 100% honest, I wasn't happy. I was there a lot because that's what you got to do, and I just wasn't happy. I just wasn't happy. And when you're not happy, you're not happy. You can be doing great and still not be happy, right? So I wasn't happy, and so I'd miss more days than anybody. I would miss more days than anybody, and I could get away with it. And that's pretty messed up to say now, I guess. But I could, because I was crushing everybody. I could do, yeah, I just went in front of everybody. And it's only because I followed up on my customers because I actually cared. I cared about my customers. They were friends. They brought me food and candy and treats and gifts. And yeah, there'd be people 3 deep waiting in the customer lobby. They wouldn't deal with anybody but me. You know, it was that kind of deal. And so that was the scenario. That's where I was at. Going to work, like Todd, take me back to the back office. Say, Todd, I can't sugarcoat it. And I won't say the boss's name, but the boss, the owner, thinks you need to step it up. I laughed. That's amazing. Then I got mad. I was like, you know what? Have you Googled me lately? Because my customers love me. I'm selling all the cars around here. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I miss more days than everybody. Everybody's mad about it, and that's really what it came down to was. And that's right. That is 100% right. I was wrong. But I felt right. Because I was selling the most cars. But I was wrong because I missed at least one day a week to get away with it. Or one day more a week to get away with it. And it made everybody else feel bad. It was like, why Todd get away with it? That's not fair. And it wasn't fair. It was not fair. I was treated special. Because I was crusher. That's what happens when you're a crusher. You just get special treatment. But it's still not good. It's not right. So anyways, instead of stepping up, I'm like, how about no? How about I'm just gonna bounce? And so all the way out the door, honest, I'm standing and walking. And my manager's like, please, don't leave, man. All the way out the door, 3 different times. Come on, man. Come on. I was like, fuck this. Oh, excuse my French. Excuse my language. Apologize, but yeah, I was not happy or impressed. So I loaded up my truck and I bounced. So I took everything on my desk, all my contacts, all my everything for the next couple days. So I came home. I'm like, hey, baby, yeah, I've been in this job for 5 years now, or I have this much time in the business. Yes, this is how we bought our house and how we bought our car. But guess what? I got to do something different. And she's like, okay, what are you going to do? I said, I don't know. Let me think about it. Well, one of my secrets, if you're getting into selling cars or thinking about selling cars, here's one of my secrets. I spend a lot of time on the phone making phone calls, trying to find cars for people. And when I did, or if I had a car and I had an appointment set, I would spend 2 to 3 hours detailing that car out in front of the dealership or off to the side, or I'd use the dealership's detail facilities, and I would clean that car like it was the cleanest thing you'd ever seen, right? Because I wanted to take that out of the equation. I wanted to make that car look the best it would ever look, ever. And man, that was a deal closer so many times. People pull up and like, holy crap, look at this thing. Look at the wheelhouse, look at the engine, look at the, holy wow. Done. That was one of my secrets, right? So I thought, I'm spending 3 hours a day in a suit and tie. I'd roll up my sleeves, hang up my suit coat, and get out there and freaking clean that car. Wax it if I had to. You know, so that's why I felt disrespected enough to say, what? I believe in myself enough that I'm going to make it on my own, one way or another. If I can't make it on my own, then I'm going to fail on my own. But either way, I'm doing it my way. Done making rich people richer. Because the rich people that I was working for were rich. They are rich. And they're good. They're, you know, this is whatever, man. Nothing wrong with being rich. But I was just a little tiny fish, goldfish, swimming as fast as I could, making them the most money. And they want that little goldfish to swim faster? Fuck you. Excuse my French. Or English. Anywho, so when you get to that point in your life and you finally say enough's enough, I'm done, you do it. So luckily I had the support of my wife. She was awesome about the whole deal. Some wives would have been like, nuh-uh, you can't live your dream. You figure it out, but you're not gonna live your dream. You got bills to pay. Well, that was the case. Was not the case because I decided to start a detail shop. Yeah, out of the garage. So I took about $300, went to the store, bought some basic supplies, and then I started dialing for dollars just like I would any other day. I picked up the phone and I called a whole bunch of customers. I said, hey, guess what? How's your car doing? How you doing? How are the kids? How's the family? Everyone's good? Great. We're good too. Well, this is what I'm doing now. This is what happened. You know me, because I'd spend hours, I'd spend a whole day sitting with one customer, building trust, relationship, you know, and maybe I'd sell my car, maybe I wouldn't, but either way, I built a relationship and those paid off the whole time, right? So, people right away started, oh, Todd, great, we want to get my car clean. So these are all cars that I had already sold to these people. Now I'm cleaning them, right? So I'm doing this out of my garage. I'm happy as a bird. I'm working my butt off. And I'm just slammed, you know, doing 3-4 cars a week, making money. But it was hard. I mean, I was still putting in 12-hour days. But I was so happy that I was doing it on my own terms, it didn't feel like work, right? It was just good times outside of the garage. It was awesome. So then, during that time, because I was working from home, I had more time to check out videos, YouTube videos, right? So I started watching different YouTube videos, and some of them were like Golden Finger Picker, I think that's what his name is. Global Voodoo, which was a reseller. Casey the Rockstar Flipper, he was a reseller, is a reseller. Pete, Craigslist Hunter. I mean, we're talking 2016 resellers, right? So I'm watching these videos while I'm detailing cars or in between while I'm taking breaks and stuff. Well, fast forward to about November, the The garage is unbearably cold. Nothing's working. The wax doesn't work. It's just too cold. Nothing works. My bones are cold. The concrete's cold. I don't have a. It's not made to be. My garage is just a garage. You know, it's a double wide garage, but it's just a garage. It's not a shop. So it wasn't set up for working all day inside of. So it was way too cold to be out there. I was like, I got to figure something out. What am I going to do? So right around the end of November, I was like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and try this eBay thing out. So I just started selling stuff that I had. I was like, if Casey can do it, if all these people can sell this stuff, I can do it. You know, if it can be done, if someone else is doing it, at least 1 or 2 or 10, that means I can do it. I just have to try as hard as they do. Right? That's what I believed. I think that's the main thing. You have to believe that you can, because it can get crazy. So December 5th, started an eBay store. That's the whole moral of the story. December 5th, 2016, started an eBay store. I started listing. And within the first month, I stumbled upon these things, these mobiles. So I don't know who's watching, but the mobiles I'm talking about, you'd find them at Spencer's in the mall back in the 70s and 80s. In the back, they're chrome, and they hung up on the ceiling, and they spun around. You have your black lights on, your posters, and all that jazz, right? So anyways, these ones I found were from 1967, 68, 69, and I found, ended up being a total of 12 of them. Initially I just bought, I think, 5, and I went back and bought all that he had, which was a total of 12 more. And reason being is I bought them for $1.50, and the first one I sold for like $35, and they just kept going up from there. And by the time I sold my last one, I sold it for $257, and that was all within about a month and a half period of time, maybe a month. It didn't take very long to accumulate enough profit to prove that this was a viable solution to 9 to 5, right? And that's what I was looking for, was something to replace a 9 to 5. I'm willing to work as hard as I had to. What is it going to be? Boom, look, this is possible, right? So then I started going to thrift stores and buying stuff. So fast forward 8 years later, 8,200 plus items sold, and that's what I do full time. It's possible. It's not even, but it's possible. My next big flip or big score that showed me that I was on the right path was at the local thrift store. They had a new shipment, or they had a shipment in of women's bras, right? I know, crazy. Bras. They're $1 a piece, but they're brand new with tags. Vanity Fair. MSRP of $42. You know, anywhere from $29 to $42. They're Vanity Fair. What else were there? There was like 3 different brands. I'll tell you what, I learned a lot about bras within that first, within that. So I bought about 100 of them at $1 a pop. And even though they had an MSRP of $49, I sold them for like $21. So the women were getting a smoking deal, and I was making a crap ton of money out of it. So that was another good deal. So I guess my whole point is, once you get started, and if your path is leading you towards, as long as you keep moving forward towards a goal, and you know which direction you're running, eventually that opportunity is going to run into you. The trick is to always be ready for it. Sometimes you are, sometimes you aren't. And if you're not, like I almost missed an opportunity, but I lucked out and I saved it. Wow, that's some bright lights right there, boy. Those are some bright lights.
Ford. Nice. He's probably going, why's that guy out there walking in the middle of the night? It's not, man. Stars are out. It's 100% clear night. I wish you guys could see it. All you can see is the moon in the car lot over there. Alright, that seems like the wind died down just a little bit. Oh cool, there's somebody out there. Somebody working at the shop. See, these people are workers right here. They're hustlers. I don't know them, but I respect them because I know they're out there. They're always doing something, or they're getting it done, man. Working. That's awesome. Let's go say good morning. Good morning, man. I like this Cadillac out here. I see it every morning when I'm walking by. I'm like, damn, that's nice. Have a good day. All right. So he's probably having coffee, and I get out. I wouldn't want to talk to me either. I don't know me. But it's a nice morning. Oops. Where's my coffee here? Alright, where was I? Possible. So, yeah, man, I know I talk a lot about dreams and goals and trying to improve myself, but that's just what I'm into. And it's because I want to be better. Always trying to get better day by day. And I had to figure out why do I want to get better? Is it to make a lot of money? Yeah. And then I said, well, why do I want to make a lot of money? What are you going to do with it? Because it's already been proven by multiple people that money doesn't make you happy. Or have you ever had a time in your life where you had a chunk of cash and you're walking through the store and you're like, you know what, I could buy anything here I want. And you're just like, huh, that's kind of a weird feeling. I don't like that. Yeah, I haven't, but I'm just asking. It must be cool. I'm gonna jump over this ice right there like that. Keep on moving. So there's a big old fire here a couple days ago. It's a pretty bad deal. If you have any questions, go ahead and drop that in the chat box. I'm more than happy to answer your questions. I'm just trying to document my 75 hard progress day by day. I don't go live every day to do it, but I have been recording it. If you're not familiar with what 75 hard is, if you're just tuning in, what 75 hard is a program. It's a free program. All you have to do is do it. And what it is you do 2 workouts a day. One inside, one outside. 45 minutes each. It can be a walk outside. It can be bring your treadmill out to the outside to the garage, or bring it up the driveway, whatever. Maybe down the street. But something outside. The other one has to be a workout of some sort inside. Now, for some people, they just do 2 walks. They just are just starting out and they want to walk. My goal is to put on as much muscle as I possibly can, just because I want to, which requires eating a surplus of food, good, clean, healthy food, chicken, all the good stuff. No sugar, no pop, no nothing that you would use common sense, really. No junk food, and eat right. And for me, it takes a lot of food to put muscle on, because you can't build muscle out of nothing, right? So, eating as much possible food as I can. Lots of chicken breasts, lots of eggs, not as many egg yolks. I'll do, 3 egg yolks to 5. Eat 4 eggs, but only 2 yolks, or 3 yolks, or sometimes all the yolks. But either way, eat a lot. So you got to work outside, do a workout outside, do a workout inside, drink 1 gallon of water per day. You'd think drinking a gallon of water per day is simple, but it's not. You have to make a conscious effort, and you have to start early. And that's the trick, is to start early. Otherwise, you're drinking water till you go to bed, and you don't want to do that. I had to get up twice last night. Yep. So, you don't want to have to get up in the middle of the night. 31 minutes. See how fast 31 minutes goes? I'm on the other side of town. I live in a town of 2,000. That includes the surrounding area, I suppose, or whatever's in the area. So it's not 2,000. Still smells like a fire burn. Excuse me. There's charcoal or whatever building all over the ground still. Alright, what was I talking about? Walking and talking. Oh, 75 hard. Okay, drink your gallon of water. Yeah, that's good stuff. Water's good for you. I'm gonna take a left right here. Yeah. Got 32 minutes. I could probably just walk right that way. We'll see. The more I look around, when you walk around, when it's quiet like this, stuff can be creepy. Small towns, ooh, it's creepy. Ooh, I got the wheelies. All right, we're rolling. Just keep walking. So anyways, drink a gallon of water. So what I've resorted to is carrying around a jug, a 1 gallon jug of water, and I'll just swig out of that thing. And I set an alarm that goes off on my phone every half hour, and it says, drink your water. So I take several big old slams. Woo, woo, woo. Initially said drink 16 ounces, because I figured if I drank 16 ounces, 8 times a day, and if I started early, then I'd be done early. Oh, I gotta tie my shoe. Let's stop right here. I'll put you on the. Put you right here. Turn this around. Well, I tied my shoe real quick. Came undone. So yeah, drink your water. Read 10 pages. So that's step number 2. Number 3, read 10 pages out of some kind of book that's non-fiction. So some kind of self-development book, whether it's first one I started was Dave Ramsey. I started that, and then my buddy loaned me 75 Hard because I didn't have it. Loaned me 75 Hard, and then I read that for 3 days, and I finished it. So yeah, read a book because we're trying to improve ourselves, to make our mind strong, get that grit, add that whatever it is the person needs to that builds the character, I guess, to push through the hard times, and not just push through the hard times, but to create new things, create big things, right? Create other things. trying to bring a goal to life. Why? Okay, that's what I was trying to get back to, is why? Why? What's the whole point? Not just to make money, but yeah, to make money. Why? To help people. That's what the whole thing is, to help people. Because then when you see something that's anything, someone that needs help, you can just help them. That's it. I can't understand why people that have millions and millions of dollars, why they're not just helping people left and right. You know, maybe they are. What do I know? This is a cool little place right here. It's called the Whistle Stop Cafe. Currently for sale. This building and this building go together. What I thought a person could do is set up your restaurant on this side, and then some kind of like vintage antique store on that side, and they're connected. But resources, that's what it takes. And like I was talking about, opportunity, being in the right place to do it. I'm not in that place, nor do I think I would really want to have a storefront, because that would mean having to go somewhere every day, and that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to live my life. There's times where I think about, should I just go get a regular job? Because I could go get a job, do whatever, make money. Then I say, what's the trade-off? My time? No, I'll just work harder. Because in 8 years of reselling, if you are a reseller, there's peaks and valleys, man. You're doing good one day and you're zero the next. Isn't that crazy how you can make several $100s in a day and then have like a $20 day the next? And then it goes up. And it's just because you get lucky. Something that you bought right a long time ago sells, a camera or something crazy sells for $400 or $500. This February has been rough. Been a rough month. Only because I had a couple different returns. Cameras arrived and they were broken, and they just must have been beat up because I packaged them. I think they just dropped them. Either way, all said and done, between all the returns this month, there's been like a $500 return month, which to some people is not a lot, $500 to have to return. But to me, it sucked. It put a dent. Kind of threw me out of my groove. But I decided that it's just the way it goes. I didn't have to decide anything. I already knew. I already know how it goes. Just like this. It goes good. It goes bad. You ride it out. You don't quit. Not that I was ever going to quit, because we've got too much inventory to quit. My wife would literally kick my butt if I said I was going to quit eBay. What are we going to do with 2 garages full of stuff and a basement full of stuff? Yeah. Not happening. That's what I do. Sometimes I'm like, geez, now I know how Fred Sanford feels. Just loves his junk. Because it's not junk. It's money. It's just junk to some people. Where are we at here? 39 minutes, jeez. Time flies. Alright, well, I'm not going to go back the same exact way, because that's too long. So we're going to cut it short. It's 39. I probably have another 15 minutes of walking. 15 minutes of walking. So if you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them. I'm just trying to give the watchers, give you guys a little bit of backstory, if you're new to my channel, what I do and why I do it and whatnot, how long I've been doing it. I live in a little tiny town, a couple thousand people. I say it's the middle of nowhere, or Mayberry, because it is, and it's awesome. But it's not for everybody, just like eBay. Not for everybody. Just like YouTube. Not for everybody. Not for everybody. I've been on YouTube as long as I have been selling on eBay. I started selling on eBay December 5th, 2016. I started my YouTube channel December 31st, New Year's Eve, 2016. Yep. Got dark right here. Really dark. Super dark. Oh, must be a car walking behind me. Or behind me. Let me see. Yep, sure is. They're still behind me? I can't tell. Oh, yeah, there they are. See, that's where I wear my vest, so I don't get run over. Oh, delivery guy. Alright. We're gonna go this way. Alright. Yeah, it's dark this way too. Let's go this way where it's not as dark. I guess it is, but whatever. Stuff sells stuff. What state are you in? Never mind, I figured it out. I'm in Minnesota, western Minnesota. I'm about 35 miles east. 35 miles east of Fargo, North Dakota. Boy, I wish you guys could see the sky. It's a sky full. I take my hat off even so I can look up. It's a sky full of stars. It's amazing. You should see it. Anyway, I'm gonna jump over here on the sidewalk. There's another car coming. Yeah, so like the nearest town is, one is like 15 miles that way and 15 miles. Yeah, we're in the middle of, you gotta drive to get to anywhere. But of course we have a Dollar General, just like everybody. And we have a small local supermarket and a tractor dealership and a car dealership and all the stuff a little tiny town that unless you need gas you would never stop at. You just fly right through, fly right by. If you blink you missed it. One stoplight town. Yeah, it's awesome. So that also gets back into people like, well, how can you do that, sell on eBay if you live in the middle of nowhere? Where there's a will, there's a way, man. And Fargo's not that far away. Estate sales are everywhere. And what I love is back road country sales. That's where the cash is at. So you go drive down the road and look for those signs that are written out by hand. And you go down that dirt road and stumble upon gold. So that's how I do it. The last big deal I found was on Facebook Marketplace. I know, crazy, huh? One Sunday morning, I was looking. If you heard the story, let me know. If you haven't, I'll tell you. But it was the biggest deal I've ever done. Ever. And then that just happened in November. And I'm still working through that inventory. I could work through that inventory for years, but I've got a different plan. I'm working through the smalls. Anything I can ship, I'm shipping. And if I can't ship it, then garage sale, because we have a house, so I'll garage sale first, and then that'll get rid of like the beds and bed headboards and all that crap. The big stuff. Furniture, tables, chairs, all that stuff. Oh, I got you. And then the next one will, the next step is Memorial Day weekend. 3-day sale at the flea market. And then sell at the flea market at least 2 to 3 times a month on the weekend. Doesn't have to be all weekend, maybe just one day. But go out there and move a lot of product. And then during the summer, do that during the weekends. During the week, do the eBay, do my listing, shipping, but also be able to go out and buy more big lots, buy more estates, buy more, just, you know, because when you buy in bulk, that's how you make your money. This last deal I bought for $350 and I bought an entire house worth of stuff. It was an estate sale. Last day estate sale. I was there the last couple hours, exchanged numbers with the guy, called him back, and at about 15 minutes after the sale was over, made a deal, picked the whole thing up for $350. But kicker is I had to rent a truck, a 26-foot U-Haul truck, and made 3 trips, 3 pickup trucks, and 3 carloads full. So it was a lot of back and forth, crap ton of work, and all in, we figured out close to $1,000 after all was said and done between fuel and everything. So $1,000 to buy a whole house worth of stuff. But yeah, we made our money back within the first month of listing of that stuff, some of the stuff. Within the first 31 items, we made our money back. And it's all been profit from there. So, is it possible? Yes. Does it take luck? Yes. But you have to be running in the direction of luck, or you're not going to find it. I don't know if someone needed to hear that or not. That's just the kind of stuff I think about. Here's the bank. Gas here is $2.99. How about you? How much is gas where you're at? Steph sells stuff by the seashore. And thanks for being here, by the way. I appreciate you. Actually, I appreciate all 3 of you being here. Hey, look, it's 47 minutes in. I'm still walking. I'm still talking. I was supposed to be done 45 minutes ago. I'm sorry, 2 minutes ago. This is supposed to be a 45-minute walk. But just like the walks and working out, what you find is that you don't necessarily want to stop. And I don't work out for 45 minutes. We work out for 2 hours. That's another thing that eBay allows me to do, because I don't know how I'd do 45 hard if I had a regular job. It'd be crazy. People do it though. So I got to give them a lot of respect, because it's all consuming. And it makes you structure your day, makes you structure your life. And that's the whole point, I think, is to make you better. Not I think, I know. I was actually excited the day when it was 8 below and 30-mile-an-hour winds. I'll upload the video. You'll see. It was day 7, I believe. Alright, I'm going to take the right here. And this will lead me kind of towards the house. I'm about, I don't know, probably still 10 minutes out. So this will be a nice little 1-hour walk. And then I'll go in and I'll sit down and read 20 pages, even though you have to read 10. Oh, I keep forgetting I had the phone right there. My bad. Sorry about that. I always try to do a little bit more. Do a little bit extra. Boy, I wish I had some coffee right now. but I had to dump it out way back there. Now I know, never bring a coffee without a coffee cup top. Man, I like to just lay down and look at the stars. Sure would. Because it hurts my neck to look up. It's amazing. I love it. Not quite like being in the mountains, but close. No. It's about half of that. About half of that. Alright, I gotta take a right, a left, and a right. I'm home. So just to recap what 75 Hard is, two workouts per day, 45 minutes each, 1 gallon of water, read 10 minutes in a book that's nonfiction to better yourself, make yourself smarter, wiser, learn something nonfiction. Take a picture of yourself in a pair of shorts and a tank top, or in your underwear. That's what I've been doing. My wife, I've been like, hey baby, just take a picture of me real quick. So once a day she takes a picture of me, and she takes front, side, both side views, back view, and then she'll take a front view flexed and back view flexed. So all those pictures, and man, those first ones are ugly, but they're slowly getting better, so that's good. They say about 23 to 25 is when you can really start to see some improvement, and that's about where I'm at. Whoa, what's that? Is that a cat? I freak out because, like I said, we're in the middle of nowhere. There are bear walking around. There was a bear. It was all over the news. Bear walking around. Got a bear mark in my backyard. There's coyotes. There's deer. There's, I don't know. If you just go outside a little tiny town, it's just wide open space, right? So whatever lives out there could wander into town in the middle of the night. Next thing you know, I'm face to face with the frickin' rabid duck. That'd be crazy. Oh, there we go. Alright, well, we're getting close now. Getting close. If you have any questions, now's the time. What do they say? Speak now, forever hold your peace. Or at least till tomorrow, to the next live. What I need to do is a working live. Do some shipping or some picture taking or something like that. So I could just talk and whatever. I used to do that. Work for 3 hours live. It's cool. Oh man. The stars are so awesome, guys. I wish you could see them. But you can't, I know. And that sucks. But just trust me, it's a clear blue sky. It's dark. They're sparkly and twinkling. If you haven't looked up recently, you should do it more often, man, because it's pretty amazing. If you stop and just think about the whole deal, it's crazy, right? So it's a crazy world. It's a crazy life. Anything's possible. You just have to really, really want to. And if you have some goals, man, I hope you make some headway towards them today. And if you don't, well, today's a good day to make a couple goals. Because guess what? Tick tock. Life is fleeting, man. Gotta make the most of it. You got to. Thanks for being here. I appreciate your time. It's Todd, Nostalgia Picker. I'll see you in the next video. Next live. You guys have a good day. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe.